What happens when two of the WNBA's biggest stars, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, face off in a game that's more than just basketball? It's a clash of talent, tempers, and a rivalry that's been brewing since their college days. On May 17, 2025, the Indiana Fever took on the Chicago Sky in a matchup that had fans buzzing before the ball even tipped. This wasn't just a game. It was a spectacle, packed with deep threes, fierce defense, and a moment between Clark and Reese that everyone's still talking about. Let's break down every big play, dive into the drama, and figure out what this means for the WNBA's future. This story starts long before the Fever and Sky stepped onto the court. Back in 2023, Caitlin Clark's Iowa faced Angel Reese's LSU in the NCAA championship. It was a classic, but what people remember most isn't just the score. Late in the game, Reese pointed to her ring finger and stared down Clark, a taunting gesture that went viral. Some called it competitive fire, others said it crossed a line. Social media exploded with debates about sportsmanship and double standards. That moment set the stage for a rivalry that's now one of the biggest draws in women's basketball. Fast forward to 2025 and both players are WNBA stars. Clark leading the Fever, Reese anchoring the Sky. Fans knew this game would be personal, but just how personal? That was about to become clear. The game kicked off with a bang. Chicago's Camila Cardoso wasted no time, powering through the paint for an early layup. The Sky meant business, but Indiana had an answer. Caitlin Clark, cool under pressure, got fouled on a drive and stepped to the line. She sank both free throws, firing up the Fever crowd. Nyssa Howard kept the momentum rolling, bullying her. Way inside for a tough layup that gave Indiana the lead. Then Angel Reese entered the chat. She attacked the rim with force, finishing a driving layup through traffic that hushed the arena. Clark wasn't fazed. She stepped back, eyed the hoop, and drained a silky three-pointer, sending the crowd into a frenzy. Kelsey Mitchell joined the party, hitting a running layup, but Reese fired back with another inside bucket. The pace was relentless, back and forth, no one backing down. Chicago's Kia Nurse and Courtney Vandersloot tried to keep up, hitting a jumper and a layup, but Indiana's Mitchell answered with a pull-up three. Howard added 2 free throws, and just when the Sky thought they had a breather, Mitchell splashed another deep three as the buzzer sounded. End of the first, Fever 22, Sky 17. Something bigger was brewing. The second quarter turned up the heat. Chicago's Rachel Banham opened with a gutsy three-pointer on the move, pulling the Sky closer. But Indiana's Lexi Hull had other plans. She crashed the boards, snagged an offensive rebound, and laid in a putback through traffic. Moments later, Hull pushed the pace in transition, finishing a slick running layup. The Fever were rolling. Then Reese stole the spotlight. She stepped behind the arc, yes, the arc, and drained a three-pointer, catching Indiana's defense off guard. The Sky bench erupted. Dewana Bonner added a gliding finger roll, and Aaliyah Boston matched her with a finger roll of her own. Clark, not to be outdone, sized up her defender, hit a quick hesitation, and nailed a step-back jumper. Pure ice. Chicago's Cardoso kept them in it with a soft mid-range jumper, but Boston took over, hitting a jumper and a driving layup to stretch Indiana's lead. The Sky's Lindsay Allen hit a deep three, and Nurse added a fadeaway, but Boston answered again with a putback layup. Just when Chicago thought they might claw back, Clark launched a no-hesitation three. Swish. Halftime. Fever 45, Sky 32. The score told one story, but the tension told another. After the break, the game reached a boiling point. Nyssa Howard opened the third with a sharp cut and a strong layup, keeping Indiana in control. Reese responded, taking it coast to coast for a powerful driving layup that got Chicago's bench on its feet. Then Kennedy Atkins caught fire, drilling back-to-back threes that cut Indiana's lead to single digits. The Sky were clawing back. Howard answered with a crafty reverse layup, and Boston added a pull-up jumper. Cardoso kept Chicago alive with a driving layup, but then came the moment that changed everything. A Chicago shot clanged off the rim, and the rebound popped high. Clark and Reese both went for it, and what happened next was chaos. They tangled, arms locked, neither giving an inch. It wasn't just about the ball. It was personal. Replay shows Reese gave Howard a subtle shove before the scramble, and Clark saw it. No whistle came, and Clark's frustration boiled over. She ripped at the ball, and for a split second she and Reese were face to face, the arena electric with tension. Was Clark standing up for her teammate, or did she take it too far? Was Reese's push intentional or just hard-nosed basketball? Drop your take in the comments. I'm reading everyone. That moment shifted the game's vibe, and Indiana fed off it. The fourth quarter was Caitlin Clark's stage. She got free, on the wing, squared up, and drained a three-pointer with perfect form. Chicago's defense gave her a sliver of space, and she made them pay. Minutes later, she did it again. Another three, this time off a hesitation dribble. Back-to-back daggers. Clark finished with 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds, a triple-double that cemented her as the game's driving force. Her leadership was undeniable, rallying the Fever to a dominant 93-58 win. Mitchell and Boston added key buckets, while Chicago's Atkins and Allen fought to keep it respectable. But the Sky couldn't match Indiana's depth or Clark's fire. That final score wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Let's give Angel Reese her flowers. Despite the loss, she showed why she's a force. Her three-pointer, multiple layups, and relentless energy kept Chicago in it early. She's a rebounding machine, and her physicality sets her apart. But the Sky struggled to find rhythm. Bonner and Cardoso had moments, and Atkins's threes were a spark, but they couldn't match Indiana's pace. Reese's fight, though, reminds us why she's a star. Her rivalry with Clark isn't just about this game. It's about two players pushing each other to be better. But that rebound tussle? It's got fans split. Some say Reese plays dirty, others say Clark's too emotional. What's the truth? That's where things get messy. This game wasn't just a blowout, it was a snapshot of the WNBA's future. Clark and Reese are drawing eyes to the league like never before. Posts on X show fans buzzing about the Fever's dominance and debating that heated moment. But there's more to it. Rumors swirl that the media hypes Clark over Reese, sparking talk of bias. Some point to race, others to marketability. The 2023 NCAA gesture still looms large, with X-users split on whether Reese was wronged or just playing the villain. Then there's the speculation. Is this rivalry personal or just competitive? Their college history in this game suggest it's both. The WNBA's viewership is soaring, and these two are a big reason why. But the debates about sportsmanship, media, and who's the face of the league show how their story transcends the court. So where does this leave us? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese aren't just playing basketball. They're shaping the WNBA's next era. Clark's triple-double and fiery leadership proved she's a superstar. Reese's grit, and believe it or not, her heart is. Their rivalry, sparked in college and reignited in Indy, is pure drama, and fans can't look away. That rebound tussle was just the latest chapter. But what's next? Will their rivalry push the WNBA to new heights, or will the controversies overshadow their talent? One thing's for sure, this story's far from over. If you love this breakdown, smash that like button, drop your thoughts on the Clark-Reese drama in the comments, and hit subscribe with that bell so you don't miss the next chapter. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.